Hey, what's up guys, Dark here. Now, quick disclaimer. Because of the current state of Final Fantasy 15 Comrades, I know that tanks aren't that useful or that necessary, mainly to the fact that you can easily do a pure strength build of like 3000 and kill most bosses before they can even attack you. Regardless of that, this is still a good tank build. Maybe one day they'll add harder content so that tanks can get a little love, so that tanks can be a bit more useful, but as it is right now, they aren't that useful. But regardless, this is still a pretty good tank build in my opinion. So I use the untouchable sigil for a couple reasons. One, because you can avoid enemy damage without using a lot of MP, and it also gives you a 30% HP bonus, which is great. Two, because it's the only sigil in the game capable of actually drawing the enemy's attention or aggro, which is great for keeping your team alive, because more often than not, you're going to be the guy on the pickup duty. And three, because you're simply more often than not, obviously, going to be that guy who's the last one standing, and that's pretty important if you want to be a tank. The only downside being that it obviously lowers your VIT or defense by 30%, but that's totally understandable considering the entire idea of the sigil is to avoid damage, so I don't know why they would give you more defense to take more damage when you're simply supposed to be avoiding it. So here are my weapons. There's no huge reason why I choose these weapons besides the fact that they either come with a HP bonus or because you can pump a lot of stats into them. One of the examples being the Infinity Blade I have here, which you can level up to 99, which is great for just pumping stats into it. So for my shield and my polearm, I put a curative spell on it, and basically what that does is it changes your base healing into a more powerful healing. For my polearm, I put the curative spell, which basically gives you a decent amount of health, and it doesn't use a whole lot of MP. For my shield, I put the curative spell, which heals you a lot. Like for me, it heals me for 1,300. But the thing is, it's gonna use almost half of your MP, so you should only use it if you're in danger or if you know that you have a full MP bar. So the main reason why I use these spells is self-sustainability, basically to keep yourself alive in the absence of a healer. Like say you don't have a healer or the healer's dead, you'll be able to use these spells to keep yourself alive a lot longer. You should only use these spells obviously when you need to. Like if you have a healer that can heal you, just call them over, let them heal you, and you'll be fine. So the main item that you want to be pumping into your weapons are the large Dreadvern scales. You can obtain these by doing the level 40 urgent mission called the Injurious Jabberwock. You'll get 1 to 2 per run. It's easier if you actually do more damage to the boss. There's a higher chance of it dropping and you getting 2 per run. But it's not really hard. You'll get them pretty often. It's not that bad. So the main benefit to using this item is that it gives you 40 HP per use and it gives you 16 VIT defense per use. Now this can be enhanced by using the Sid buff, but that's a bit wonky. If you want to know more about the Sid buff, there's a lot of videos explaining it. In a nutshell, it gives you a 30% increase to your stats. The only downside is that it gives you a lot of weapon XP per use, which means you can't use it as often. Now, if you wanted the most possible health, if you wanted a maximum HP build, I've seen some tank builds use the item called Platinum Ignat. The reason being is that you can use it a lot more since it doesn't give you as much XP. The reason I don't use it is because it offers no defense bonus and it doesn't help my build considering we use the untouchable sigil and we already suffer from a 30% decrease in our VIT defense. Also, you can only get it by paying 3,000 gil for mining, and you'll usually only get it either not at all or once per mine. But the choice is up to you. If you want more health, this is the way to go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. After all said and done, you should have a fairly large health pool and decent defense. Now, this isn't the end-all be-all build, but it's definitely great build for team play. Like, I've had great success with it. There's plenty of other builds out there that use completely different sigils, like the Omni Guard. I've seen people do pretty well with that, but for me, I do the best with the Untouchable Sigil and the build that I have. Now, I'm just going to show you gameplay of me getting my ass beat, mainly to show you what the build can take. What do you guys think of my build? Let me know. Leave it in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.
Take this.
For hearth and home.
A fragile blade cannot cleave the king's path. Falling below.
Hearth and home.
Feel my blade. Pitiful.
For hearth and home.